This is breaking news.
American Idol 2025 has 4 Arizona contestants. Here's when it starts. 4 Arizona contestants will be in the mix when American Idol Season 23 starts on Sunday, March 9. Carrie Underwood, who rose to fame on Idol 20 years ago, and last played Metro Phoenix in 2023, replaces Katy Perry as a judge this season. She joins returning judges Bryan and Lionel Richie. Ryan Seacrest will, of course, return as host. It wouldn't be Idol without him. The Arizona Republic caught up with the 4 Arizona contestants to get a sense of who they are and what they do, what drew them to compete on American Idol, and where they're hoping this journey might lead. Here's what we learned. Sophia Humbert is a 22-year-old singer-songwriter from Anthem who recently graduated from Arizona State University with a degree in music. I watched American Idol as a kid, she says. I was just always inspired by the talent I saw on those shows and what it does for people. Her audition was fun. You'll have to tune in to find out what happened, she says. But I went in singing a piano version of Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood, and you'll have to see if they liked it. The music, Humbert writes, she says, is somewhere in the pop world, but I'm still discovering, I think, my sound. That's kind of a big thing I've been focusing on this year, to kind of nail down what feels authentic to me. Her inspirations range from Taylor Swift, I can't much say Taylor Swift, she says, to Jeff Buckley and Elliott Smith. What I find to be the tying line through the pop songwriters is just the vulnerability that lies within their writing, she says. That's 2 very different sides, but I'm trying to find that middle ground through my sound and songwriting. So it's a work in progress. She's hoping people tuning in to Idol get to see who she is as an artist. I have been gigging for most of my life, and it's a lot of singing cover songs, but making them your own, she says. And I hope that people can see that and recognize that, because that's a big part of, I think, my journey, is finding my own style from seeing thousands of cover songs over the past 10 years. I feel like that's how I discovered some of my certain sonic signatures and things I jumped to in my own songwriting. I hope that shows through. That's my biggest hope. Drew Reniewicz is a 28-year-old singer-songwriter from Chino Valley. The reason I wanted to do American Idol, I found my old journal from 2008 when I was 11, and my very first concert of my whole life was Carrie Underwood, she says. So it feels very full circle to be able to, now that I'm 28, get to go on the show, get to meet her and show her my journal. It just felt like my whole life led up to it. I used to vote. I still have the old voting phone number memorized. I would sit in front of my TV and get the house phone, and I would vote and vote and vote for Carrie Underwood. Reniewicz lives in Nashville now. So going from Arizona, seeing Carrie Underwood at my very first concert, to living in Nashville, where she also lives, it just felt like a really cool opportunity I couldn't pass up on, she says. For her audition, she chose an original song inspired by her previous experience on a talent competition. I was on The X Factor in 2011, and I was majorly cyberbullied, she says. Instagram came out that year, and it was just brutal, really brutal. I was bullied a lot for my looks. I was bullied for my voice, the way I stood, the way my mom looked. She was 14 and made it to the finals, but it was not a good experience. As a young girl coming from a small town like Chino Valley, there were 6 people in my class, and I just didn't have a gauge of what presenting myself to the world would feel like, she says. It was raw. And I didn't deal with the pressure very well, because I just didn't believe in myself. So I wanted to reintroduce myself on television with that story and who I am now. She deals with pressure much differently now that she's older. It was a great opportunity to be able to share that story through a song and do this television thing differently, I guess, she says. It's a new journey, a different chapter of my life, and I think it went pretty well. But you'll have to tune in to find out. She says she draws a lot of inspiration from the greats, especially singers known for their big voices. If you meshed Kelly Clarkson and Avril Lavigne with Celine Dion and Whitney Houston, I think somewhere in between there you would find maybe my style, she says. I love big ballads. When I write a lot in metaphors and it's very poetic. So I think I just take from a more old style of writing. She's a pop artist, Renwick says, but she's also been dabbling in EDM.